Akir's journey, from tears to triumph. Akir was only in class 2, a tiny girl with big eyes and a bright spirit. She woke up every morning before the sun touched the sky, her bare feet tiptoeing around her sleepy siblings as she dressed for school. Her uniform was neatly ironed, her exercise books hugged to her chest with care. But no matter how early she woke up, Akir always arrived at school late. She had no watch, no bicycle, and no one to walk with. Her school was far. So far that by the time she reached the gate, morning assembly was already over. Her tiny legs couldn't carry her fast enough, and every day she stood outside the classroom door embarrassed and breathless, clutching her pencil like it was gold, until the day she lost it. She had barely made it halfway to school when she realized her only pencil, the one her mother had saved up to buy, was missing. Panic filled her chest. Her books felt suddenly heavier. Tears filled her eyes. She turned around and began retracing her steps, scanning every rock and patch of dust. She didn't find the pencil. Instead, she found her miracle. A car rolled to a stop beside her. The window slid down and a kind woman leaned out. "Why are you crying, sweetheart?" Akir wiped her face with the back of her hand and stammered, "I lost my pencil. I'm going to be late. Again." The woman stepped out, crouched beside her, and asked gently, "Where are your parents?" "In the village. Mama sells tomatoes," Akir whispered. "She can't walk me to school." Something in the woman's heart stirred. That small girl with dusty feet and a broken voice reminded her of someone she once was. What began as a kind conversation that morning led to visits, sponsorship, and eventually, adoption. Akir, once the girl who had no watch and no way to be early, was flown to Canada with the woman she now called Mummy Grace. Years passed. Akir studied hard. She never forgot her roots. The sound of her mother's laughter, the smell of charcoal fires in the evening, the walk to school with no shoes and no pencil. Every day she worked with one dream burning bright, to return. And one morning, just as the sun touched the hills of her homeland, a plane landed quietly. Out stepped a tall, elegant woman in a white coat and stethoscope. Her name badge read, Dr. Akir Lado, pediatrician. She had returned, not with tears this time, but with healing. To build a hospital, to serve her people, to be the miracle she once received. Moral: sometimes losing the smallest thing can lead to finding the greatest blessing. Never underestimate the power of kindness or the strength inside a child with a dream.